Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Ranking Member Durbin, if you want to get dirt on me, these women have known me since I was a child. Seriously, most of them. So thank you for indulging me in that. They've all made a very long trip to be here, and thank you for holding my hearing as well and not postponing it. I appreciate that. Thank you all.
A small handful of anonymous sources were allowed to drive a smear campaign and agenda about me because our left-wing media in America today, sadly, doesn't care about the truth. All they were out to do, Mr. Chairman, was to destroy me. And why do they want to destroy me? Because I'm a change agent and a threat to them, because Donald Trump was willing to choose me, to empower me, to bring the Defense Department back to what it really should be, which is warfighting.
Let me start with an easy truth that you could speak to the president. Can you tell him that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election? Can you say that? Do you have the independence to say that? Do you have the gravitas, the stature, the intestinal fortitude to say, Donald Trump, you lost the 2020 election? Can you tell us that here today?
Senator, what I can tell you is I will never play politics. You're trying to engage me in a gotcha. I won't do it. I won't play politics with any ongoing investigation.
So let me ask you another,
like you did leaking your colleague Devin Nunes's memo.
If you can't.
From the top of the chain to the bottom, who will say I treat them with respect, with kindness, with dignity? That's men, that's women, that's black, that's white, that's every background. I have prided myself as a leader of respecting people, being professional. That is the balance of mine. I'm not a perfect person, as has been acknowledged. Saved by the grace of God, by Jesus and Jenny.
Yeah, this Pete Hegseth hearing, Malcolm, the whole thing is so depressing. And that you have female combat veteran and sexual assault survivor Joni Ernst now saying she's going to vote for him. I mean, this just says everything about the complete collapse of the Republican Party, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. You have to understand something. Joni Ernst was a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. She outranked him at the highest level that he's had. Tammy Duckworth, who was a distinguished combat veteran, lost multiple limbs in combat action in Iraq, sitting there trying to make the point very clear that this discussion is not about should we buy more F-35 stealth fighters, or should we, be providing even the sustenance of the VA. This is about should he even have been the nominee? And is he a human being? Is he a man who is capable of stepping into this job, commanding respect, managing the resources? There's 3 million people at the Pentagon had 40 people in it. The budget is $500 billion. And he has to set the priorities and the leadership for this. He is incompetent, unqualified. We had this discussion on here before. Norman Schwarzkopf, in one of the greatest speeches ever given at West Point, was talking about where are the Eisenhowers, where are the MacArthurs, where are the Harry Trumans, and the Sergeant Yorks, the people who are the distinguished leaders in the U.S. military, the Audie Murphys. And he said they exist, but the ones who have it have 2 characteristics: character and competence.
Yeah.
And this man has no character, no integrity. He's a liar. He's an adulterer. He's a cheater. He's a drunk.
Yep.
And he shouldn't be allowed near this job. And he has no competence because he would sit on Fox News and be drunk in a job where all you had to do was sit in front of a camera and chat.
Yeah. Yeah, we can tell you it takes some doing to show up to a morning show drunk.
It's been done.
Not by me, but okay.
Right.
Yeah, and I found this offensive. Pete Hegseth admitted he doesn't have the right credentials in the confirmation hearing, but argued it's time to give someone with dust on their boots the helm. Malcolm, how insulting is that? Every general that's held this job was in combat at one time. Well, he's not the first combat veteran. Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
It's absolutely insulting. He made that comment where he said, I'm going to give you experience with boots on the ground. General Austin, the current chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, commanded entire divisions of 20,000 men in combat. He's the winner of the Silver Star for valor, which is the third highest combat decoration you have. It's an insult to everyone else who has held that job.
Thank
General
you.
Mattis and others. You think he is the only person that has any experience? This is vet bro pandering. And the people
it's this false machismo. You know, I was talking about how many push-ups can you do? How many bullets go in a blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, give us a break. I mean, and he says pledging to restore the warrior ethos. You're right. That's a direct, insult to Colonel or to General Austin and to our current troops, isn't it?
Well, I mean, what he's essentially saying, he's not talking about the warrior ethos. He's talking about what I call the vet bro ethos, which is where you get to sit around and, go hiking in your shorts with your American flag like he disgraced the 9/11 memorial with in New York City when he went down there in his little tidy, his little silky shorts, and is out there arguing that the job of the Secretary of Defense is determine the balance between lethality and legality. No, it's not.
Yeah.
The blood of U.S. service member that have been spilled since George effing Washington has determined the honor and dignity of the armed forces of the United States. It is not his job, Junior Major, to go out there and figure it out. Let me tell you something. No one will respect this man if he's in that job. No one. He is a Gestapo organizer. He is out there. He wouldn't even say that he wouldn't use the armed forces of the United States to shoot American citizens. This is disgraceful, utterly disgraceful. No one will mean it when they raise their hand and salute. They will be saluting the flag and the Constitution, not this drunk, adulterous, incompetent slime of a man who should be nowhere near the job. But he reflects the quote unquote, felon in chief that put him there.
Yes.
Perfect example of what he wanted. And believe me, when the time comes to put on the Gestapo hat, he will do it.
Oh, well, hey, folks, it's Stephanie Miller. Are your cells feeling a little uninspired? It's time for a pep talk they'll never forget. Let me tell you about ASEA, A-S-E-A, Redox Cell Signaling Supplement. It's like science-y magic in a tube, helping your cells communicate better so your body can take care of itself, just like when you were younger. ASEA, it's basically your body's BFF, working behind the scenes to keep you looking and feeling amazing. Ooh, as seen on the Stephanie Miller Show. But wait, because your skin deserves some love too, ASEA has teamed up with us to offer a special deal on Renew 28 Gel. This magical gel hydrates, it soothes, it leaves your skin looking selfie ready. Whether you're fresh in from the gym or the beach or just, life, Renew 28 is your go-to for smooth, happy skin. Ooh, happy, clappy skin. This special offer is waiting just for you. Head on over to stephaniemiller.com and click on the ASEA banner, ASEA. Don't wait. Your cells and your skin deserve a standing ovation. Hooray! stephaniemiller.com.